We're live, J Dog.
We are live.
Hey, Dizzle, we live, Jay Dizzle.
Jay Dizzle.
That's Jay Pizzle.
We got Jay Dizzle in the hizzle. Ooh. Got some decent shad. Got them on ice. Uh, got a tournament Saturday. We're not going to be able to be back out here between now and then to get bait. So they just going to have to hang out on ice.
Let me see if I can get my chair turned around.
Man, me and Sammy went out yesterday, and the wind was so strong that it was breaking my rod holders loose.
Woo!
It's the wind. Here's the problem with the wind right here. Where we're at, there's a lot of little cut throughs in the bank that's allowing it to come out of a lot of different areas, and it's not just hitting us in one place.
There is TBO fishing. Says I bet it's a little chilly out there.
It is chilly out here this morning, that's for sure.
Brian Eisenberg.
There's,
Brian,
there's Dave Bozarth. What's up, Dave? Catfishing for Fresno.
what's up? What's up?
How'd y'all do the other day, Brian? How many y'all catch?
Come on, fish. We need to catch some so we can go to the house.
We'll see.
Not
Is our audio cutting out or anything?
yet.
Okay. Yeah, I seen Brian right as I tuned into your show the other day. You ended it. How'd y'all end up doing that day?
There's John Boy's catfishing. Said good morning, Larry and Cody.
What's
He
up,
said
John
not
Boy?
not well. Cannot get out of the wind. He said.
Oh, yeah, the wind's awful here today. It's got us fishing in a little bit of a way that we wouldn't normally fish in a spot that we we have fished this one actually done really well, but just not our go-to.
He said he got a few smaller ones. He could not get no service.
Yeah, Barren River Lake is awful for service.
And you ain't got no wind out there. We had waves coming 3 foot over our boat. It was so windy out there.
Uh, Suck it up.
And my sides are twice as high as yours. So what does that tell you what it was like out there?
J Dog, I bet you
Yes, sir.
had to walk to school uphill 13 miles barefoot and had to walk back home in the snow barefoot uphill 13 miles.
Yes, right. Without a shirt.
Without a shirt.
Hey, at least I had a wife beater. I was just like you, but I had a wife beater at least.
Hey, it was bad enough. Sammy said, I think it's time to go.
Hey, I've been out here like that. Me and Cody come in the old boat, right back on, I don't know, probably a mile from where we're at right now. We come through one day.
Said, there's the strong man, Cody and Larry.
Going that way and coming this way. It's going both ways.
What's going on, Pontoon Jody?
What's up, Jody?
What's up, Jody? Jody?
There's Andrew, a.k.a. Chunky Matters.
Andrew.
TBO said, Cody, do you go live through your GoPro? After I left, I finally figured out how to go live through his GoPro.
I've never tried it. Might have to have you show me how to do it. I've never done that before. I just go live on the phone. Yeah.
Working like a dog, she said. There's Bugman says, shh, I'm sleeping.
And
Ain't no
anybody in here
sunshine.
that joined us on Wednesday night, for the month of January, we'll be live from 5:30 to 6:30 on Wednesday nights because we have prayer and focus every Wednesday night through the month of January at church, and I want to be there for that. So we'll be live from 5:30 to 6:30.
I mean, he's just now telling me about this too. So,
I'm not opposed to that.
seen the thumbnail for that earlier.
Oh, there's the bait, which we got plenty of bait. Bait wasn't terrible to get today.
Did you listen to your dad finally?
Yeah, I had to hold him by the hand, show him what to do.
He's gonna have to get where he's willing to throw his big net. He just don't like throwing it because it's heavy.
I'm sorry, but that net will go in the closet and I'll go get me something different.
It's already got quite a few tears in it. If we can get a year out of it, I'll be happy.
Didn't you get that at CatCon last year?
No.
We got one at CatCon year before last.
It lasted
about a year
and a half.
It would what got it was we got a bunch of big carp in it one day.
It tore it up. There's big shad underneath this. Look there. Solid bottom. We don't need them. So I ain't going to worry about them, but that's it. They're solid bottom right here.
But
I got to go sneak. Go ahead.
This one I ordered. It was, I don't forgot exactly how much it was. It was over $200.
I got to go sneak in somewhere and get me some shad Saturday. Big shad. I got to be on that Winter Blues Sunday.
Winter Blues.
Blue. We got solid shad under us right now.
I'm probably gonna mess it up moving this, but so you would think that was the bottom, but the bottom isn't down. The bottom is 14. They're solid shad, 14 foot high.
Crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. Look how thick they are.
There ought to be a fish or two down there somewhere.
We're in 34 foot of water, and they're shad from bottom all the way up to 20 foot deep.
Probably should have brought us some chicken with us to give them something different.
Forget it. I got that crooked? Can you see all the? Can y'all see all
good. Good.
All right. Well, now y'all see how deep.
How what?
Can't be letting the secrets out.
35 foot. We'll see if they are or not. There's the thing. We out here trying to pre-fish for our tournament Saturday. But the fish are going to be totally somewhere different then. Not only because it's a couple of days before then, but because the weather is supposed to take a drastic change.
Yeah, weather's going to stink Saturday.
Man, it's week is bad. They what?
Lucky Ronnie's talking about coming to fishing.
Yes, y'all's weather. J-Dog's supposed to be cold all next week, too.
Yep.
I think one day he's giving like the high of 16 here.
Sunday is a high of 25. I'm just hoping my boat ain't froze because it's going to rain all week, which means it's probably going to freeze that morning.
We've been trying to drain the motor when we leave every time, but it was still froze up the other day when we come out.
Did we drain it the trip before that, though?
Yeah.
We did.
What? It's just the steering, the shifter cables, the trolling motor. I mean, everything freezes when it's soaking wet.
Probably or two after we drain it, you bump it.
This thing starts so easy.
We'll just turn it right back off.
Well, you can start it and instantly shut it off. I mean, just going vroom ain't going to hurt it.
No.
And that'll blow out whatever water's in that impeller in there.
Can't be no worse than starting it with it froze. It's probably easier on it than leaving water in it and starting it when it froze. Look there. I mean, it's...
There's Kevin Fish.
There.
Tic-tac, Patty West.
Look.
Yeah. That is just shad. I believe there's 2 or 3 down there.
Yeah. 2 or 3 million. Oh.
That's one thing about it. We haven't really had any cold enough weather the last few years to have a shad kill. So the shad are just stacked in here.
Yep. Miss Jody fishes with me Sunday, and Kevin Fishes just came in.
Fishing, she fishing Ohio River.
No, she fished Sunday on that day.
Just
I think
messing.
they're having some bad weather down there too, so hopefully their waters are all right.
I think it's all over the eastern part of the country right now.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday over in the Carolinas, I guess they've had bad tornadoes and storms.
Florida got a tornado too.
Yeah.
Man, I'm kind of in a pickle no matter what because my bottom side has come up 15 feet and running 10 miles an hour, so you can't fish shit. The wind's gonna be so bad I can't fish the upper side Saturday, and the Licking River is probably gonna be flooded with garbage, so I might not even be able to fish it.
Yeah, I seen Greenwell made a post about how much the water came up.
Water
What's
came
up,
up
Mr.
to
Bull?
today. Probably were to be over in the mouth of the creek fish. But we didn't want to run that far. We ain't got real long to fish.
I'm hoping the wind ain't too bad Sunday, like they said it is, because I found a 70-foot hole that had a lot of fish in it last time I was out.
I dropped my bait in a 70-foot hole, and this is what I caught.
Well, here's what happened. Me and Sammy was sitting there fishing, and my depth finder kept going from 55 to 70, 55 to 70 every time the wind blew. So I thought my transducer was
You was
going
right
out.
on.
Yep, I was right on the edge of that ledge where it drops off. And we pulled the anchor because we had to leave because of the wind, and I let it float back, and that's when I found that hole right there.
Well, everybody hit that thumbs up for us. I think it says we got 6 thumbs
Come
up. Got 18
on,
people in
fishy,
here.
fishy.
Jody
Bye.
says it might be too bad for her to fish Friday night.
Oh,
Well, I
she
hope
ain't
you.
doing.
She what?
I think Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, it's supposed to, the high is supposed to be like, or it might be Thursday. I don't know. Sometime next
Right
week.
now, Friday.
Sometime next week, it's supposed to be the high of 16 here.
Well, usually my boat stays in the garage, but I bought Tara a Mustang convertible for Christmas, so I'm sure you can figure out which one's in the garage now.
I think Monday night, we're starting to open up the Dream Center for a warming shelter. So all next week, I will probably be at the Dream Center every night.
There's Danny Cornett. So howdy, y'all.
We got somebody until we get volunteers. I guess we'll do it.
So you got our Mustang, big money, J Dog.
Jody says I might bank fish. Don't mess with the boat. Don't want to mess with the boat. Yeah, if that water's bad, you definitely don't want to be out there.
I mean, we've not come out.
I know. This
That's
is
the
where
least
they at out here.
in the middle.
Yeah.
I've been boating for 30 years, so I'm kind of used to it. But
You can
Probably
do
should have
you
filled
could
it up.
you could do no wrong.
All right, Fee.
did you hear me that Danny Cornett come in?
What's that?
Danny Cornett came in.
Welcome
What's
in,
up, Danny?
Danny. The Wednesday night show will be starting at 5:30 today. I know you normally watch it and in there with us. It's starting at 5:30 instead of 6 for the month of January because we have something at church that we need to attend, and if we start at 5:30, we can attend it.
It starts at 6:30. So I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna be at church that way. I'll be in one building. Just have to walk over to the other building.
Thank you to everybody that subscribed to Cannon's channel the other day. He's been as excited as all get out about that. He hit 100 subscribers. He's like, you remember P. Paul eat the one chip challenge when he hit 100 subscribers? Can I do it? No, you've had your share of hot stuff. We ain't gonna. I ain't doing that. But he's pretty excited. So thank y'all for that. He's had a few. He's had a few shorts do decent, like 5,000. Bunch of them in the 2,000. So he just posts what he likes. Just no telling what you'll ever see him doing on there. But thank you to anybody that subscribed to him. Compton's got one too. Cannon changed his to KB's Outdoor Adventures. Compton's is just Compton Payne. Compton does crazy stuff on his, and heck, he's got videos with 10,000 views on them. He does random stuff. One of them one time posted me in my underwear. I about kicked their butt.
Yeah, I had to send you that. Let you say, did you know you was in your undies?
That's funny.
I shared it out before you could cancel it, though, of course.
Yeah, I deleted her. Delete.
Kelly Kelly said he got another rod holder for the bank, and he's ready for some bank fishing. Jody says she messed her boat up last year when it was too cold. Yeah, I know, Andrew.
It it brings the level of danger exponentially higher. Uh, if you fall in, you're in big trouble. Even if you
Yeah,
fall, because it's not just fall. Like when it's summer, you don't want to fall out the boat with it moving, but you fall in when you're just stopped fishing. It's not the end of the world. Uh, in the winter, you touch this water at any time, and you have the potential to be in a very bad situation. You are in a very bad situation. It's no
yep.
ends if you have the potential of it taking your life.
Because in the winter you have boots, coveralls, jackets, thermals, and the second that gets wet, I don't care how good of a swimmer you are, you're going down.
Well, here's the thing. Honestly, anybody that is out when the water temperature's frigid should probably wear what Dad wears. Like me, I wear just hunting bibs. They repel the water decent, but like they're just hunting bibs. They're warm, they're comfortable. I like fishing in them, but they're going to do exactly what you say. Uh, a big thick cotton hoodie. It's going to. You're not going to be able to swim because your body's going to freeze up, and you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Daddy, stand up. Y'all seen it? He wears this big bibs suit here, but it's a flotation suit. So if he falls in, he's going to float. If he body locks up from the cold water, he's all right. I mean, he's still in a bad situation. Hypothermia is still terrible, but definitely safe.
Old boy outdoors just come in, which I know who that is. And then old
Oh
Uncle Double
boy,
Lou Uncle Double Lou just come in.
Uncle Lowe, old boy.
I'm gonna have to start turning this one way or the other. What do you think is gonna be the?
We ain't went down this side in a while. We tried.
There's Brandon Outdoors Adventures.
I mean, the bait is out here.
Jody wants to know if that's a camo snuggie you're wearing.
It is covered in shad, scales, and water right now. It's actually cold. I'd probably be warmer if I took it off. I know I would be. It's hoodie. It's hoodie soaked.
All right, fish, you got bite.
We're we we're in the bait. I mean, they say follow the bait, follow the birds. The birds are all around. The birds are all around because the bait's all around. I see the bait on the graph. I don't need the birds to know it. Uh, hadn't had a bite, which we only had lines in the water for 15 minutes. So
It's winter time catfishing. It's time to catch that big boy.
Yep.
We need a 50 today.
It was so bad yesterday we had to run the boat up on the bank and fish out the back of it.
when, you know, beaching one. If we're going to anchor fish, that's what I just say do is beach it.
Is that considered bank fishing?
It is. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, everybody says go deep in the winter, but we was fishing in 14 feet and catching them.
The weather, we've had a couple big fronts come through. We're fishing moderately deep today, but it's less about the water temperature and more because it's been extremely overcast, so no sun hitting the water, and also these fronts have I think might have them buried up.
Yeah, the pressure's definitely been on a roller coaster.
Up, down, bottomed out. Now still rising.
There's yak shore outdoors.
What's up,
Yak
Yak?
show.
Nick,
Huh?
Patty Yak.
Danny said, when I was a deckhand on the river, I fell into Juliet in February. You lose all feeling in your arms and legs, and I was only in the water for 5 minutes.
I fell in one day. We were crappie fishing. It was 24 degrees, and we were fishing from the bank, me and my uncle, and we were jigging under a float. And I done hung up in the brush pile and lost all my floats. One of them floated up next to the bank, and I thought I could ease down there and get it. I did. I fell right off in there, and man, I'd right there. I grabbed the whole roots and everything, pulled myself right back up out of the water. But man, I couldn't breathe.
Yep.
I jumped in the water when it was this cold last year.
There's KY Redneck. Said, hey, Cody, you should purchase a battery-powered heat gun. That would dry your clothes out.
I just
Yeah, maybe by next year I'll have a enclosure on here for the winter. We can have a buddy heater in there.
Daddy's
pass.
It don't bother my hands.
He's the one that throws a fit about the cold. I'll be drenched from head to toe with water from that net, and his fingertips get wet, and I gotta let my hands warm up for a minute.
My hands get cold.
I'm drenched from head to toe, hands, feet, everything.
I'm fine.
That's because your dad is like a lean, mean machine. It can't handle the cold. He's pure muscle.
My hands don't think it's cold about me.
He bought these dang insulated boots the other day. Look like space boots. They must have 3 inches of insulation in them.
I got 1,200 grams of insulate.
They're 1,200 grams? That's quite a bit.
I deer hunt. So sometimes I'm sitting out there in the deer stand not moving.
So here's
John, go ahead.
Ken just got him some traps. He's got even more coming in the mail. Friday, we're probably going to set those out. Take him to set them out. Me and Daddy will probably take him, and he'll set out body gripper traps, foothold traps, dog-proof traps, and snares. He's going to set out about every kind. He'll film a bunch of short stuff for his YouTube channel for that. Would anybody be interested in a full video on that stuff if we did it?
Sure, I would. I watch all his short.
Is that something y'all would want to watch? I mean, we're not trappers. We're just learning. So it'd just be, out just having fun, looking for trails, setting them up, and then you get to go back and see what we caught with us. But if anybody if anybody says they watch it, we'll take a GoPro with us, and that can be something Daddy can fiddle.
He gets to trap and catch a bunch. We might have to figure out whether catfish like raccoon or possum or skunk.
You think catfish like eating coyote?
I don't know. You should try it.
And then we'll film a video of Cannon eating them all. Because he's going to cook up some raccoon, some possum, and some coyote, and he's going to try them all. Cannon is. Who thinks Daddy should try them with him?
Daddy ain't trying none of the three. I can tell you right now. None of the three am I eating.
He wants you to.
Well, I don't care.
He said he's eating them.
I'm not.
He said if he harvests it, he's eating it. He don't care if it's raccoon, possum, or coyote. He wants to try all three of them.
Bobcat backstretch.
Would you eat it, J Dog?
No,
Me
not
neither.
in the slightest.
Out brave y'all?
Well, you eat them with it.
Nah.
There's Danny Stone.
What's up, Danny? Man, I was watching you the other day when the barge got all your lines. I had never seen a barge get plumb up on the bank like that.
Jody wants to know why you can't have a heater now. She goes on
We,
this long story.
it ain't cold enough for it.
Yeah, we got one that's got the two little things on it that goes on your grill tank. We don't use it. Heck, it ain't. It ain't. But what is it today? It's in the 30s.
Yeah.
Danny wants to watch you stick one of your fingers in those traps.
It's 32 degrees out. You don't need no heater. Danny Cornett said that's dinner in Eastern Kentucky.
Here's the thing about it. I worked on a cattle farm for about 13 years. Worked where we preconditioned cattle go out with. We'd run 100,000 head of cattle through the place every 90 days. So I've seen a lot of dead calves. And I've seen them daggone raccoons
And possums.
and possums.
Pop them. They're in their stomach with them bloated, just living in there.
And I've seen them eat the maggots off of them. So, nah.
I've seen them crawl out their butts. And then you hear, and then they chew out the side of them when they're bloated. They's in there with all the gases.
Yeah, I killed a deer once, and it took me overnight to find it, and we walked up on it, and the belly was moving. My cousin's like, possum just ate through his you know what, and now he's up in his guts. I was like, well, that's disgusting. Eric said Cody don't need all that. He's got all that insulation. Guess he's talking about how sexy
Being
and
fat.
big.
He's talking about my weight. Is he weight shaming me?
That's what he sounds like. I bet you two are pretty close to the same.
I've lost a few pounds this week. Beginning of the week, started eating a little better. But anyways, yeah, old Cannon, he don't care about it. He wants to do it all. And like heck, Daddy never eat deer heart. Had killed how many ever deer in his life and never eat deer heart or liver. And eat a ton of calf liver, just never eat or beef liver, and just never eat deer liver. And Cannon made him cut the heart and liver out of the first deer he killed and made us all eat it. It wasn't terrible.
The heart was good.
Yeah, the liver wasn't the best. The heart was actually really good. The heart wasn't minerally or nothing. It's a little tough. We overcooked it. Just rookie mistake on first time ever cooking it. It's something you don't want it raw, obviously, but you can't overdo it.
Doug Man said, I'm having lunch right now. Ew.
Come on, fish. I need to move here. I need a bite. Fishy, fishy, where are you?
Did you stir those shad into that ice? Or did you just dump the ice on them?
I dumped the ice on top of them last ones we put in. I dumped that rest of that half bag on top of them. It should be plenty cold. Yeah, I had to take the Tahoe yesterday. Put new upper control arm, new bushings all in it, new wheel bearing.
Oh, Tahoe.
And tomorrow I got to put some tires on it.
And then we'll be back ready to drive.
Well, I got to get that
to
bushing
look
for the trailer.
Use not pushing, but it ain't a buddy.
Or whatever it
You
is.
just got a cap.
Yeah.
But you
Yep.
You go. You go Tractor Supply, AutoZone, anywhere and get those.
Not quite. Yeah. Need to go ahead and order those. Because we're got a farther trip for. Because it'd be awesome if they'd come on in. If you could order them and get them here by such.
I need to put 2 new tires on the trailer. Just because both I got the spare on one of them because it already had a plug in it, and that plug is leaking around the plug. And the other tire got 2 plugs in one hole.
And I'm ready to go to Wheeler or Wilson. But I'm ready to go.
I sure would, redneck, just to be safe.
What's that?
Yeah. Yes, if he puts a big motor on a pontoon, well, I need to strengthen the transom where the motor mounts.
I've seen them out here with 350s on them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I seen one day, and he went to circle, and one of the tunes come out of the water when he turned. It was a
No, I
tractor.
don't have a dealer's license. I seen a guy come out of Licking River down there with his big yacht-looking boat. I mean, it was massive, probably 30, 35 foot. And he took off out of Licking River onto the main road, and he didn't have it strapped down, and it slid right off the trailer right in the middle of the street.
That would be a bad day.
Yeah, because this is probably $120,000 boat.
And no telling what it costs to get that thing loaded back up.
Yeah.
Damage it done. We were over about halfway between where we're at right now and where you and Cody fished. And a guy came around through there. We were loading, back when we had the pontoon, we was loading it up. And a guy come around through there wide open, and he got right there by almost to the ramp, and that boat just kept on going, right upside down. Boom. Well, I got out there and diving down, helping him find his stuff he lost. And he calls his son. His son comes out there in a Jeep with a winch on the front of it. And they winch that boat onto the trailer upside down. And they take off dragging it up the ramp. The hood done come off, flywheel sitting on top of the blacktop, and they just drag it all the way up top of the hill. I said, well,
Ouch.
you know,
Took something that was salvageable and turned it into a total loss.
They couldn't flip it over back on his tunes?
Seemed like you would have.
Jesse was mad. I don't know.
Some people got more money than they got sense. You can't be too worried about how much something costs. You do all that,
Right?
or at least one wouldn't think.
I don't know.
Well, I know even if the boat, whatever, the boat had a hole in it was the problem, and it took on water, and that's what caused him to flip.
Boats are cheap. Motors are expensive.
Right. But he couldn't say.
Heck, a lot of times it's worth more than the boat. It's the motor that costs so dang much.
Yeah, half the time when you want a motor, you're better off just buy the whole boat and motor all. You get it cheaper.
Yep.
You are right.
Where's all these fish at that you guys catch?
I don't know.
Daddy, we're going with the wind now.
Well, if we need to turn around, whatever we will.
Eh,
How fast you dragging?
I ain't even looked.
0.5.
That's my favorite speed.
Yeah. It's kind of our go-to. It's my baseline. We're fishing an area that we haven't fished in 2 years.
Yeah.
We haven't fished this spot in 2 years. There's a bunch of bait here, but honestly, I've not really marked no fish.
But heck, how could you with there's so much bait down there?
Yeah, it's covered up.
Look, it's just
Well, nobody's chatting, so I'm gonna hop in the shower.
All right.
all righty. See you,
Well,
brother.
I can go out here later. I'll hop back up.
All right, we ain't gonna stay live much longer. Fish ain't biting quick. We might we're gonna try a few different things. We won't stay live for it. We just wanted to get up here and chit chat with everybody for a minute. So see y'all later. We're gonna end her down. Take care.